you're a rookie or a veteran, 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Got his man, it's Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll look to throw here.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff for Warren.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that stretches the lead to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He'll look to throw.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll look to throw again.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So
looking for Austin, intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shot.